Nice hat. Ooh, nice hat. Yeah, a bit of a weird hat today. And I'll tell you what, it's very tight. It's really hurting my head, so hopefully this is a quick chapter. Anyway, it's lovely speaking to you on the Zoom party today. I think the reason why I couldn't see everybody in the screen is because of the operating system on my computer. Who knows? I'm going to mess around with it during the week, see if I can work out how to use it a little bit better for our next Zoom party. Anyway, new hat, new t-shirt, new chapter, new Jack. No, sorry, same Jack. Cuddly pigeon from the Museum of London, don't you know? He's a bit mental because it's Friday. Takeaway, we're getting a takeaway. We're going to watch a movie, X-Men, Days of Future Past. No, X-Men First Class. We like our Marvel in this household. Anyway, a few more chapters. Sorry, Lily. And then I will be reading another book. But if you want to put stuff in the suggestions, silly things for me to do, because I will have run out of hats pretty soon, by all means put them in the comments. Anyway, on with the chapter. That's why I couldn't get through to him. His phone. I remembered the monotone of his voicemail. Ada Femi Olawale. Can't take your call. He was telling the truth. He couldn't take the call. Yeah, that's why we stopped hearing from him. Mum nodded, looking down as though studying the leaves too. We'd been worried that it would happen for a little while. That's the reason why we came over it, and now, well, it has. But why? What did he do? Your dad was saying things that people didn't like. You know what he's like. What a fighter he is when he sees something unjust. He started speaking out, supporting people who are homosexual. He wanted to change the law. It's a good thing he's doing. Don't get me wrong, although sometimes I wish he'd put us first. What was the law? In our country, if a man wants to marry a man or a woman wants to marry a woman, they can't do it. It's very different here. You must have seen. Here it's accepted that people are different. There are heterosexuals, a man and a woman who love each other and live together, and homosexuals, a man or a woman who love each other and want to be together. And they are treated more or less the same here. Or they should be anyway. But in our country, it's not like that. Homosexuals are not allowed to be themselves. And that's what your dad was speaking out about. He wants people to treat them the same. I thought of Dad always telling us that we should help others if we could. I remembered how, if Tiber and I argued, he would listen to us both. Only if we couldn't agree, did he reach into his pocket for a penny to toss. That way it's fair to us both. I've heard that he might be able to get out of prison. There's an appeal. And as soon as he's out, he'll come over here. He'll be safe here. He wants to continue his work from here as best he can. Mum's eyes grew glassy with tears. She wiped away impatiently. I had the feeling that I was outside my body, watching myself take in the news Mum was giving me. I floated up above where Mum and I were standing, circling us both. I was crying. I could see my tears, the frozen look etched upon my face. And Mum, her face naked with honesty, with worry, reaching out for me. That was what brought me back into my body, into the moment, the sight of Mum trying to reach me. My fingers met hers, and we gripped each other's hands tightly. I'm sorry, Mum said so quietly I almost didn't hear her. I let myself remember Mum and Dad together, the photo from their wedding day hanging in the sitting room of our old house, their grins reflected in each other's faces, the quiet voices after I'd gone to bed. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but the gentle sound of them talking would always lull me to sleep. I let myself breathe, think, take in what Mum had told me. It was better knowing, I thought. It was better knowing what was happening. It was better hearing how Mum felt. It was better finding out where Dad was and what he had been doing. It felt like an enormous hole inside me thinking about what's happening to Dad. But there was something else, something truthful that made me feel strength well up inside me. It kept me from falling, kept me standing still. When will Dad get out of prison? I asked. I'm not sure exactly, I'm afraid, but when he does, he'll come over here as soon as he possibly can. Are you okay, Lulu? Mum said, calling me the name that Tiber had appointed for me. I know it's a huge shock. I asked myself if I was okay. Studied myself as though doing an experiment, scanning my brain for feelings and worries. I missed Dad so much, I realised. That was mostly how I felt. I missed seeing his face, hearing his laugh that made me laugh, that made me laugh, his happy voice saying my name. But I would see him again. I knew that now. There had been a time when I couldn't believe that it would ever be okay here without him. But I'd found good things. Betsy, Bo and Dog, Miss Doyle and Aisha and Terry, who had only just begun to know. I finally understood why we'd come to London, why it was that we had left behind everything we knew. Because my dad was trying to help people. Like Mum said, he was trying to make the world a better place. Mum was right, that was something to be proud of. I'm okay, I told Mum, and it's good to know the truth. Mum nodded and bit her lip. Suddenly a thought occurred to me. Does Tiber know? Mum took another deep breath. This time she filled her lungs. Her shoulders rose and fell, so she was releasing something within her. Yes. I told him after we'd been to the police station. It made more sense now. The way he'd erupted when I talked about Dad last night. He knew more than he'd let on. It's a lot to get used to, Mum continued, and it will take time. I'm sorry that we didn't tell you from the start. It would have been better if he had us, perhaps. We were just doing what we thought was best. I don't know, I said. Adults always talked about doing things for the best, but I wondered if they ever got it wrong. Didn't we sometimes just do things because if we felt there was no other way, no other path? It wasn't for the best or for the worst, it just was. I'm glad I know the truth now, I said. I was thinking earlier that it's important to talk to each other, to listen too. I think you're right, Mum said. She wiped her face as though wiping away a tear, but although her eyes glistened, she'd stopped crying. We need to be honest with each other, starting from now. She took my hand and squeezed it, and then she looked at me, her eyes so wide that I could see my own reflection in them. I'm so worried about Tiber, Lulu. Do you have any idea where he might be? Do you? Do you have any idea, Pidgey? I don't think he does. Anyway, I've got to take this hat off. Oh. Don't know if it's left marks in my forehead. No, you can't quite see there. Pretty painful though. Anyway, guys, have a lovely weekend. As I say, I'll try and sort Zoom out. Stay safe, stay happy, stay curious, stay Pidgey, and you.